Okay, so we're going to do Mr. Tambourine Man from Trinity College London Rock and Pop Grade 1. The song starts with a D chord, so just a straight up D. We're going to hold that for 4 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to play our A7 sus4. So we can keep our ring finger where it is from our D chord. We can take our pointy finger and we're going to put that on fret 2 of string 4. And we're going to play from the A string here, so string 5. Whereas before we were playing from our D string to play our D chord. So we have that D, 2, 3, 4, A7 sus4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we have a dotted half note for our D. For a dotted half note, we're going to hold that for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. And on the 4, we're going to play another D. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go back to our A7 sus4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that whole top line now, I'm going to play it for you in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we get into what's called the chorus, so the second line, and we have a strumming pattern. So the first count, we're going to play a G for the whole first bar. The first count is just a downstroke. Okay, so 1. The second count is 2, 2, and upstroke on the 3 on the and. 1, 2, and. On the 3, we count it, but we don't play it. 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to go upstroke again on the and down on the 4. So it is a down, down, up, down. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So I would first master your down, down, up, down. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Make sure you are strumming the correct direction on the correct number. That tight note there can be a little bit difficult at first to get right. But just make sure you practice along with that counting. Next, we have our A chord. So we're doing the exact same strum. On a D chord next, G. So we move between G, A, D, and G. So I'm going to play that line for you. G, A, D, G. Okay, and then we're going to move back to a D. We're now on the third line, so the bottom of the page. We have a D, to a G, to an A. And now we have the first part of ending number 1. You're going to see sort of a little bracket at the top with a 1. That's an alternate ending. You'll notice that there is a repeat sign there as well. So we're going to play the section marked number 1, which is your A7 chord, and then we're going to follow the repeat sign back to the start of the chorus, which is the G that we played. So we just played an A, and now A7, we'll just take away the finger that's in the middle over there. Depending on how you make your A's, it could be a different finger though. I like to make my A with 3 fingers in a row. But what we need to do is we just need to leave a gap. So it's going to be 0, 2, 0, 2, and then playing from the A string. So there's your A7. So we're going to strum it the exact same way. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now we're back to the chorus again. So I'm going to play through all the way. Now when we play through again, we're going to leave out bracket number 1 and we're going to finish with bracket number 2. That's the alternate ending. So now we go back to the chorus. I'm going to play it for you all the way up until the D now instead of the A7. So we have G, A, D, G, D, G, A, D. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 1. Oh, sorry, that D over there, be careful. It's not the same strumming pattern. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, so on the 4 we want to make sure we're not making any more noise because there's a rest there. And we're just going to play in a row. We're going to play 4 eighth notes. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4. We're going to hold it on the 3. We're going to stop it on the 4. Okay, so that's how it ends. Just be careful there. I missed that part out when I played through it again. Okay, so now we're on to the second page, top line. And we're going to hold the first count there for 1, 2, and on the and, we're going to play the next note. So that's a dotted quarter note. It's going to actually last for 3 eighth notes, 1 and 2, and. Okay, so that's why we play on the 2 and. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And your second strum just lasts for the rest of the bar. So as long as you've got that counting down, you're fine for this section. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, A next. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, D. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, G. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, D. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, G. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, D. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, G. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, A. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Now we have another alternate ending here, okay? So now I'm on line 3. I'm at bracket number 1, okay? And there's a repeat sign, of course. So now we've just finished our double A's. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Now I return to the verse. I'm going to play that section. And then, of course, I'm going to finish at bracket number 2, where you have your marking there, the DSL coda, which means you're going to travel back to the first page where you can see the symbol over there by chorus. Okay, so this takes us back. I'm going to play through the verse section of the second page again here for you, just so you can see how it's going to sound. I'm going to be ending on that bar of eighth notes there, bracket number 2 there. So that's going to be bar 21, 22. Bar 23, it's just going to be like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, a full bar of eighths. So we have the verse again. And then it is into the chorus again. So I'm not going to repeat that. We did that previously. Now at bar 9, 10, 11. At bar 11, you'll see a two coda symbol. So you follow that to the end of the second page. So once you finish playing the chorus one more time, without your brackets, bracket 1 and bracket 2, without those repeats, you travel straight to the end. And the ending of the song is the same way that it began. It is going to be your D chord, 2, 3, 4, your A7 sus4, 1, 2, 3, 4, your D chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and ending with another D chord, which you're just going to let ring out. And that's the whole of Mr. Tambourine Man. Okay, 2 different little strumming patterns in there. The one in the chorus being a lot more difficult than the one in the verse on the second page. If you make sure you count it properly, it's a pretty easy song in comparison with all the other ones in grade 1. Okay, thanks.